Mr. Turing, do you know how many have died because of Enigma? 3. While we've been having this conversation.
Churchill's put Alan in charge.
Keith and Charles are both fine.
Popular at school, Wayne?
We're short on staff.
We get more staff. You have 6 minutes to complete the task.
Is that even possible?
Takes me 8. 5 minutes and 34 seconds.
You said to do it in under 6.
How easy was it to kind of channel your inner geek for this movie?
Well, my mathematical geek unfortunately doesn't exist in any way whatsoever at all.
I think it was easier for you because you are one.
Yeah, I have a larger inner geek than you. For me, I loved maths and sciences at school more than English and the arts, actually. So for me, it was a great excuse to regress and go back to all my old school books.
It's sort of one of those things where you think, oh no, now I'm a grown-up, you know, maybe I do have a mathematical brain. Maybe it was just the way I was taught. Maybe I am actually a mathematical genius, and then you really try and look into it. And I spent about 2 weeks sort of going through all of the theorems that they were talking about and then trying to cross-reference it and trying to take it back to something that I might understand.
But if we needed to understand anything, we go to Matthew Beard.
Yeah.
But because he's so hip and trendy, you know, with the beard and everything,
yeah.
He also would be playing Jay-Z's latest album while he was explaining all of this to us.
I've got it all. What can I say?
And at the end of 2 weeks, I got absolutely nowhere and just went, this is not part of my brain at all.
I didn't really explain it very well.
No,
no one can explain that science very
We actually left his trailer knowing less than when we walked in. But obviously we picked up on what was cool and hip and trendy at the time as well.
What is it that we're really doing?
We were going to break an unbreakable Nazi code and win the war.
Oh.
I was actually pretty good at math in school.
I was good with computers, but terrible with math. And this would be this running thing on set where we had math experts come in and try and teach us things. He would say things very seriously, and he was so great at kind of describing things quickly and simply.
We just looked at each other and like with panic in our eye because none of us understood anything. It's like, it's way over. It's so complicated.
All kind of nodding our heads very seriously, like, oh yes, well we totally understand. We know. And then he'd walk away, and the three of us would be like, I do have any idea what he just said right now. No, okay, let's sit down and figure it out. We were left to our own devices a lot, but we seemed to muddle through.
No, there's nothing I understood.
You will never understand the importance of what I am creating here.
My God. Yes! Sometimes it is the people who no one imagines anything of who do the things that no one